My son was 3 years old and did not sleep through the night one time. Never once. I nursed him to sleep for 3 years straight. He woke up 5 to 10 times a night, every single night. I couldn't do really anything. I mean, I couldn't even like go to weddings without like stressing that my son was up till 11, 12 p.m. because no one could put him to sleep because they didn't have breast milk for him. So it was really stressful. Yeah, I guess a toll on a relationship, sure. I mean, say you're trying to, watch a movie with your husband and my son woke up. Oh, you press pause, 15, 20 minutes to get him back down. I mean, anything. I mean, not sleeping, you couldn't really do anything. I mean, if my family was here from out of town, we were trying to play cards and everybody wakes up, you know what I mean? The whole card game is waiting on me. I mean, you can relate it to absolutely anything, but it was pretty stressful looking back at it. But, now that we're here, it's like, ooh, this is great. Again, I was stuck in that like nursing rut and I just needed so much help on how to get out of that and I was kind of just like lost and I just kind of wrote him off as a bad sleeper. And you hear that and I hear that now and I'm like, it's not true. Your kid's not a bad sleeper. He just doesn't know what to do. So, kids need a little bit of guidance, and I guess, now knowing what this, like, psychology kind of thing that she, like, can get in his head and how it happened, like, it makes me think, oh my God, what else can he do for me, Baya? She totally knew what she was doing. She gave me so many, like, a couple stories here and there of, things that people she's helped and kids that she's dealt with, and made me feel confident that she can help me with my son, because again, he's different than every other kid, right? We all feel like that. So I'm like, oh, my son's so sweet and we nursed him and I don't know if this is going to work for him. And I mean, she told me stories about, all different sort of situations that she's been through, and even with my son having some medical issues, we jumped through that. So the main thing that I loved about working with Baya was the actual instructions, like step by step, that she gave me, because I need that. Like, I literally, you can call it mom brain, you can call it exhaustion, you can call it overworked, I mean, anything. That was me. So I needed someone to tell me exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to do it, and she did that for me, and that was exactly what I needed. So I still see all these posts or all these people talking about their kids and not sleeping and stuff, and I mean, I was stuck. I was in the rut. Oh, my kid's just a horrible sleeper. So anyway, I literally can't even stand when someone says that anymore, which is so sad because I said it for 3 whole years. But it's not true. Your kid is not a horrible sleeper. Unfortunately, I mean, now I know that it was my fault, I guess you can say. I mean, I just needed some guidance. I'm not going to like blame myself for 3 years of my kid not sleeping, but I totally would say there's no excuse really. If you want your kid to sleep through the night, you can make it happen. You just might need a little bit of help. And I mean, to know that you have someone to lean on for that is kind of where the best, how this kind of sleep coach thing worked for me, because I had no idea how to move on to the next step. I was totally stuck. I think my kid probably would have nursed till he was 8. I mean, I was like, not that I wanted that, but I was so stuck. So if you're thinking about hiring Baya, I mean, just do it. Again, my husband and I talked about it for a couple weeks. Not a couple weeks, I would say my husband and I talked about it for a couple days, and I was kind of already set on it. I totally was sure. So, I mean, you as a mom or whoever's watching this as a dad, I don't know who handles sleep at night, but I mean, it was definitely something that, it's definitely an investment, I would say. And my husband will now say, he goes, I don't care if it was 10 grand, I would pay her again, because the sleep is absolutely, like, just having that realization for him, even though he didn't get up, he didn't put my son to bed, nothing, but it did affect him and our relationship more than, you even realize. So he said it's the best money he's ever spent, and my husband is not the type of person that would, say that about anything. He said it's the best investment, and it's just worth it. So if you're thinking about hiring her as a sleep coach, I mean, just take that step. I mean, I think we used it as an anniversary gift this year, because we're like, we don't really want anything. We're not sure. We didn't go on vacation. So we're like, all right, we're going to do this. And oh my God, I'm so glad we did. What else? My husband and I actually have like a schedule. Like, I have like a schedule of when, you know, when I have to feed him dinner by, and when, you know, when we go to bed, like, I know exactly how long it's going to take. I mean, it's crazy that I can actually, like, walk out of the room and leave and know exactly, like, okay, I'm done, my kid's down, I can cook dinner for my husband and I, because he gets home a little bit later. I can schedule, like, sessions because I'm a photographer. I know, like, just the schedule is, like, that's a huge benefit. My son growing, that's a big, huge benefit. I mean, he's not as cranky, you know, when kids don't get that, like, set sleep schedule, you know, it just doesn't work. So, I mean, the benefits are endless, I guess. I mean, I can go on forever. I don't know where you came from, because, I mean, it's like, how do you even do this? I have no idea how you, like, mentally know all this stuff and how to, like, make this happen. And it seemed like it was never going to happen. I'm like, you can't do that. There's no way you're going to make my kid sleep through the night. But, yeah, he did in, like, 3 weeks, and I tried for 3 years. So I just want to say thanks. I mean, you're kind of mind-boggling. I don't know how you did it, but we did it together. And it's crazy because, actually, if you think about it, it's not someone that's coming to your house. Like, when I talk about this to people, they're like, oh my God, is she gonna, but she does offer to, but it's not like she comes and puts my kid to sleep. You know, she gives you the instructions. So I feel like, oh my God, like, not that I got any, like, credit for it because I gave it all to her, but I feel like I accomplished so much going through this too. Like, I felt like stronger as a mom, stronger, you know, as, like, you know, our family unit to be able to do that. Like, I did it. So it wasn't just her, it was, you know, the instructions that she gave me that, you know, I followed through. So it made me feel really good too. So I want to say thank you for giving me, like, the courage to do that and to know, like, I could do this. You know what I mean? Like, I did it. So that feels good. So thanks.